What's up, everybody? How's it going out there? How's it going? I'm wrapping up my day. Thought I'd check in with everybody. It's been a day or two. Figure what everybody's doing. See what everybody's up to. Um, while some people come in, I'll remind everybody check out the MUDFLAP in the description below. If you buy fuel for your truck, buy it with MUDFLAP. Been saving some money. Saved a few dollars today, not a bunch, but I bought about 130 gallons. Got that a little cheaper than I would have got it without MUDFLAP. Or would have got it without. Yeah, paid less. I paid less. That's what I should say. But yeah, got a nice little discount on it. So yeah, saving money, a little bit every week. DIY semi in the house. What's up, DIY? If anybody didn't catch the live today that Asian Mai did with DIY, check that out. That was a very good live. Very good job on that one, guys. Kudos. Um, let's see here. Mile High 1010, what's up? Don in the house. Scottish Trucker Tommy, there we go. Ain't seen you in a minute, man. Had some people asking about you. I was wondering about you. I said, he's probably off having a really good time doing something other than trucking, and you know what I mean. That's what we're out here for. It's not all about trucking. Yeah, I'm glad you like that thumbnail, man. I threw that together just a minute ago. You got all these things. People are the trucking this. We're the trucking that. I'm the trucking whoever. I'm gonna pass them all. I'm the trucking guru. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, you can be an advisor. You can be a mentor. I'm the guru. You know what I mean? I'm just stair-stepping all of them. You know what I mean? If you're going to give yourself an obscure name, I'm like the god of trucking. You know what I mean? I might as well just went with the god of trucking. I don't know. It annoys me, man. I see all these truckers out here giving themselves titles. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I'm the trucking guru. You know, I didn't want to be blasphemous and say I'm the trucking god, but you know, just saying. Oh man, let's see who else in here tonight. Yeah, I want to come out and hang out with everybody for a minute. I got to be up super early in the morning. I got a full. Oh, apparently my mom didn't get the notification. She's texting me while I'm live. Um, but yeah, wanted to check in. Got to be up super early. Got 4 a.m. delivery in the morning at a place I've never heard of, never been to. And then I got to run down the road to Cisco and make a delivery at Cisco. So yeah, should be an interesting morning in the morning. Hit that 4 a.m. delivery. But good news is most of the weight comes off at the second stop. And then I got to go down to Houston, and I got 2 more stops in Houston. They added another stop onto this load for me. I love that. I mean, they added a stop pay, but and it really doesn't affect the day I get empty. I'm going to get empty on Thursday. It's just instead of being empty after the first stop, which is at like 6 a.m., I'm going to be empty a little later than that. So it kind of is a bummer. I didn't like it, but the stop they added is the first one in the morning, actually. Like 480 pounds comes off there. It's literally one pallet. So I just got to swing by there, drop a pallet, and then back to normal, back to what we was normally doing. But they had to push that. I was supposed to have 1 delivery tomorrow, 2, but they had to push that second one back because I'm not going to get there. As a whole thing. Scott Shirk Tommy, thanks for coming in. Good to see you again. Let's see, where was I at? Dale Mandit. What's up, Cash? Not much, man. I seen your comment the other day where you making lots and lots of money, and I am happy for you, brother. Juan in the house, what's up? Thanks for being here. Lone Star Transport getting it done out there. Says good evening, everyone. Yes, sir. Looks like I got a super chat. Let me figure that. Ace in the house. Ace is the place to drop $5 super chats. Thank you, Ace. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. DIY says, "How you been, Tommy?" Yeah. It's good to see Tommy back in the sphere of YouTube truckers. Spida says, "Hey, dude, love your content from New York City." All right. New York City. Bet you've never heard that before, have you? Let me find my hammer and hit myself with it for that. Wild Bill in the house. Wild Bill says, "I need sleep. What the hell? I work tomorrow after taking today off." Oh, Wild Bill, you got to take off tomorrow as well, man. No, I'm not. I'm not going to be on here for a 5-hour live today. We're just checking in. I wanted to talk about that live show today over there at Asian Mind. For reals, if y'all didn't see that, it's like a 1 hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes long. It is well worth the watch. Um, I thought it went very well. I was a little jealous. I thought DIY did better than I did on the Asian My Show. He was very, very on point over there. He had answers for all the questions. Um, sorry, I'm trying to figure out what this guy's doing. This is he's like hanging out the door. I thought he was gonna fall out the door for a second way back then. He's like way out the door. He was like foot on the freaking rail there when he was backing in. Gotta do what you gotta do when you can't see, I guess. But yeah, sorry. Let me get back on track. What a crap show. How can I be the trucking guru if I can't even keep the live going? Freight trucking says hello, guys and gals. Hey, freight trucking, how's it going out there? I hope all is well. Lone Star Transport, good live today with DIY. Yeah, I enjoyed that. That was a good one. Freaking, I was in BFE, Oklahoma, and I lost signal for like 40 minutes. Like the middle of the live, I lost signal. So I went back and watched it on replay. Very good job, though. Um, very good job. And if you ever have the opportunity to take US 69 from like I-44 down to I-40, don't do it. God, there's so many red lights. Oh my God, dude, that was the longest ride. I was ready to cry. I was like, every freaking red light caught me. I was so ready to cry. Freight trucking, as DIY Semi would say, tip your host. Yeah, thank you, Freight Trucking. I appreciate all the super chats. I appreciate them all. I appreciate them all. Been buying up toys for Christmas, so you know how that goes. Um, it's all about electronics these days. I'm glad I still got a little one. That way, he wants monster trucks and things like that. Stuff I'm into. You know what I mean? I'm not into these iPad pods, earbud things, whatever the hell they're called. Um, let's see, where was that? Totally lost my place there. Yeah, good live. Ace is in here. Thanks for letting me know, Ace. Thanks for the super chat. Claim your title. Yeah, I mean it's self-proclaimed over here in YouTube trucking. You know what I mean? You could just be anything. You don't need qualifications. Nobody checks your degree over here. You know what I mean? You could be 2 days on the job and be like, I am I have been knighted. I am Sir Knight Trucker. Somebody trademarked that. Sir Knight Trucker. Oh, it's coming. There'll be somebody tomorrow. Oh, wait. The White Knight. Hey, there you go. The White Knight. You need to be Sir White Knight Trucker. No, I'm just kidding. Be what you want to be. It says, if I'm making 14 to 16 net with benefits, would you go owner operator, no bills, or home? Ooh, that's tough. That would have to. Honestly, that's really not a financial decision. That's a what do I want in life decision. Because if you've got good benefits and you're happy what you're doing, honest to God, 14 to 16, I might settle in, like, yeah. After you pay for benefits and you deal with all the hassle of being owner operator, I don't know if you're doing too much better, honestly, being an owner operator. It just depends on what you want to be. You know what I mean? Like, if you're one of these guys that, like, you want to be an owner operator, then you got to do it. But if you're happy, not everybody needs to be an owner operator, honestly. Like, You know, a lot of people do it because they think they're going to make better money, and then woo, at the end of the year, you don't always make more money. Like, I've had some rough years that I wish I was a company driver. Well, like by the time you pay benefits, taxes, you know, no 401k match, you know, stuff like that adds up, man. You know, it's like the guys making 1099, you know, like there's a lot of things they are not factoring in, you know, and I don't want to get off on the 1099 rant because that's like people will die on that hill. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, you know, there's a lot of things being owner operator you got to factor in, man. There really is. Like, if you don't, you know, if you don't take care of that health insurance, it's a beast. If you don't factor in, like, you know, say your company matches 2%, just 2%. You know, that's 2% more you need to be putting in to like compensate for that. You know, all the taxes, you know, you got extra taxes you got to pay. Um, Unemployment benefits are typically, you know, like something you don't get. Let's see, what else? Workman's comp, got paying on workman's comp. Like, it gets expensive, man. So yeah, if you're happy, if like they're running you where you want to run and you're getting home time and you're not, you know, like if you're happy with that, I would 14 to 16. You should be able to get by on 14 to 16 a week, right? You know what I mean? Like that's a pretty damn good wage. That is a pretty damn good wage. Um, Truckers Assistant Coach TV. Anyone? Is it? Had anyone seen my APU? Oh, oh man. Oh man. Don't forget to hit that like button. I haven't done it myself here. There we go. Bam, liked it. Liked it. Got 9 likes now. I like that name, the Truckers Assistant Coach. You know, like you just pick a name. You know what I mean? Like YouTube, you can just pick a name. You don't have to. I'm gonna change mine to the Trucking Guru. Um, I'm getting good at pasting my face on other photos. Like I'm getting pretty damn good at it. Let's see. Ace says opinions on DEF deletes. I would not do it. It's not for me. It's just not. It's like you look at risk reward in the trucking industry, and the risk reward to me is not. It doesn't show well for DEF deletes. You know, like I know personally, like I have learned from it. The guy who bought my last Freightliner deleted it, and that truck's sitting in a field right now because the engine's gone. If that is not done properly, what they do is when they delete that is they have to up the fuel consumption of the truck. So just remember that you're probably not going to get as good a fuel mileage. But anyway, what happens is they up the fuel to keep the truck running. They, you know, all the parameters, they have to up the fuel usage. So when you up the fuel usage, you get a lot of carbon buildup, you know, in the engine. And you're going to cause issues. It's going to scar the cylinders and stuff like that. No, I would not do it. And if anybody's telling you to do it, say, hey, you send me $100,000. That way when I catch a fine, um, you know, like, because the shop is going to take the heat and then you're going to take the heat too. And, you know, there's going to come a time where you're going to need to use the shop, and that shop's going to look at that truck and go, no, we don't work on those because we're not into $14,000 EPA fines. That's what the Caterpillar dealership in Tullahoma, Tennessee told me, because I had an Acert and I was trying to delete the Acert part off of it and turn it back to a 6NZ. And he told me that they don't work on anything. He said even if I take it somewhere else and have it done, because at that time you could buy like a kit out of, you know, a magazine and do it yourself. And he said, yeah, you can do it, but he said don't bring it here. He said because if you bring it here, he's like, we won't tell on you, but we're not going to work on it, because he said it's a $14,000 fine if we get caught working on it. So to me, you kind of shoot yourself in the foot. If you want a non-DEF truck, go buy a non-DEF truck from the factory. You know, like buy you a 2000, you know, 2002, 2001 There's still electronic engines, but they're no emissions. That's my take. Everybody's got an opinion on that, but that's my take. People a lot smarter than me that I know and I trust, they say don't do it. So that's more or less where, like, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just repeating what people I know and trust have told me, and they say don't do it. They say it ain't worth it. Like, it's not like you can just take that off and bam, you're good to go. Like, they have to change the whole computer parameters on the truck to get it to run without that. It's just not meant to be that way. Scottish trucker Tommy says, still getting over COVID, getting better all the time. All right, good deal, man. Glad to hear that. Glad you came in. Glad you came in tonight. Trucker's assistant coach. I shouldn't laugh at that. That's funny though, because you got the trucker's coach, and this is the trucker's assistant coach. Oh man, he says, I watched the Asian Ma. That guy was brilliant. Yeah, I like Asian Ma. He's a good dude. Yeah, tip your host. Thank you again, Freight Trucking. I hope all is well for you. Hope things are going your way. Wild Bill says, no, I work tomorrow, then I take Thursday off for my birthday. Holla, birthday party, Chicago, I'll be there. I don't know if I can get there by Thursday, but I'll probably still be in Houston at that point. That leads into my 2 days off, Friday and Saturday. Sweet. Look at all that money you're making over there, Wild Bill. You're not even working. It's not all bad. It's not all bad over there, Wild Bill. I don't want to get you started on it, though. You getting ready to go to bed. I get you all worked up. Lone Star Transport says, didn't see Cash changing his own oil on Asian Mai. Yeah, I don't change my own oil. I don't have the, I live in a high-rise apartment building in downtown Minneapolis. I got nowhere to do it. I guess I can take it over to the AutoZone parking lot. I've seen people doing that. I have changed out parts in the Kenworth parking lot when I had the Kenworth. I mean, I'm not afraid to wrench on a truck. I do wrench on trucks, but for me, the oil change just, not that you can't save a lot of money. I mean, I got my oil changed earlier this week. Or Saturday, I think I got my oil changed, $456. Yeah, I would like to change it myself, but just not possible right now. So yeah, mad respects to DIY, man. Not only is he doing it, he's showing you how to do it. That way you can save big money. So yeah, that's true that. Trucker's assistant coach says, big thumbs up and a fat wet lip to you, sir. Oh man, this name is killing me. That's great. The assistant coach. You know what I mean? Like, you're not even the trucker's coach. You're the trucker's assistant coach. Do you hold the clipboard for the trucker's coach? I don't get it. Like, oh man. Let's see. The White Knight says, thank you for your answer. Yeah, my opinion, White Knight, you ain't got it bad over there. If you're bringing home $1,400 to $1,600 after taxes, like, yeah, damn. Like, yeah. I mean, it would. I don't even know, like, I don't even know what I could tell you would be the scenario, to jump ship on that. Like, it sounds like you got it pretty sweet over there, unless they just treat you like absolute garbage and kick dirt on you when you come in the lot, Other than that, I don't know, I might even put up with that. I don't know, I put up with worse. Swamp Girl in the house. What's up, Swamp Girl? Says, hey guys, just an update. I broke down here in Michigan. Pulley broke and it was snowing on I-96 West to make a delivery at 1 a.m. Oh, that's a bummer. Hopefully you got that fixed. I got up this morning and my reefer unit was off. Yeah, you don't ever want to hear that. It came back on. It's on right now. It's running. The temperature was like 3 degrees from where it was supposed to be. So no harm, no foul. I don't think it had been off long. It was like 16 degrees outside last night, and it's a 30-degree load. So, I wasn't too worried about it. But yeah, sounds like we were on the same wavelength early this morning, because I was up at about 3 or 4 o'clock this morning dealing with that. Like, it definitely got my blood flowing, that's for sure. I jumped out of this truck and I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, sorry you broke down. That's a bummer. Pulley broke. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Rick in the house. What's up, Rick? Rick says 1,400 a week is okay depending on where you live. Just buy a 2004 387. Yeah, I don't think they put Detroits in those 2004s. I like a Detroit. I'm a Detroit guy. Just how it is. I like Detroit. Let's see. Swamp Girl says towing bill $1,250, and parts and labor $692. Whoo-wee. Here's the deal. Everybody chip in and we'll go start a towing company. Right? Am I right? That's the real money out here, is the towing company. Now I ain't saying it comes easy, because I've looked into that. To get one of those, I can't think of the name of them. It's like the one with the hydraulic arm on it, I can't think of the name. I know the name. But anyway, to get one of the big riggers like that is, holy crap, turning them bright lights off. Woo-wee, blinded me, dog. You blinded me. There you go. He's probably watching me on YouTube. I hope so. But, yeah, to get one of those tow trucks like that, you're talking used, like 200 grand. Insurance on that is ballistic. Like, you got to have, like, $2-3 million policy on that. Because you're towing a truck that's worth 150, a trailer that could be worth 80 to 100. A new reefer trailer can easily be 80 grand. So you could be pulling a $200,000 truck with an $80,000 trailer and a $250,000 load on it. Yeah, it's not cheap, but God, they make the money. $1,250 to tow it up, man. Wild Bill says, wait, that wasn't you in that pic. Yeah, that's me. That's me back when I had a beard. I shaved. I got here to the Loves early this afternoon and went in there and shaved. But I had a beard going by, I cut my hair a little bit, That was back in my hippie days, That was like 2-3 weeks ago. That was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Oh, yeah, Swamp Girl, I don't blame you. That's a hit right there. Glad I had money hid away. Yeah. Reschedule for tonight. All right. Well, hey, as far as breakdowns go, could have been worse. That's what I always, could have been worse. And it fixed the problem. The worst is when you get towed to the shop, they replace $3,000 worth of parts, and you make it 100 miles down the road, and you sitting on the side of the road with the same problem. I've had that happen before. Yeah, bitter. I made videos about it. People say, oh, you never talk about the bad stuff. Go back and watch some of my videos when I had my old Freightliner. Shoot, that truck was hooked to a tow truck more than it was pulling freight toward the end. It was okay truck, earlier, but yeah, once it hit that part. Let's see here, where we at? Reschedule for tonight. All right. Wild Bill says trucks prior to 2010 do not have DEF. Yeah, I think if I was going to go back, if I was going to get a pre-emissions truck, like if I was trying to get rid of DEF, I'd go way back and just get rid of all of it. Get rid of the DPF, get rid of the EGR, just, go back to like, 99, 2000, 2001. I think once like 2015 and later, they've got it worked out a little better. I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm really wary of like 2011s, 2012s, 13s, 14s. I feel like that was when they were figuring it out, you know. So I'm a little weary of trucks in that range. Let's see. Wild Bill says, I hate my job. Yeah, hey, you can hate it all you want, but damn, look at that time off you get over there, that paid time off. I mean, I would love to hate it. You know what I'm saying? Mark M in the house. What's up, Mark? Says, yeah, likes that thumbnail. Yeah, I'm the trucking guru. I'm just making up names over here. I'm going to start calling myself the trucking guru. These other truckers, man, they get on here and they say, hey, I'm this and I'm that. I'm like, hey, who's verifying this crap? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, if you want an enlightenment call for $50, just check out my email address. Or I'm just playing. I'm serious. I'm playing. I would not charge anyone for like, number one, I don't know a whole lot. Number two, what I do know, I talk about on here, and I'll gladly answer emails or comments or anything of that nature. Ace says, what do you do with the old oil if you change it yourself? You haul it down to any auto parts store. They'll take it. Most trucks, my truck holds 44 quarts, which is 11 gallons. If you put that into metric, it's 11 gallons. Let me convert that over to metric. That's 11 gallons. I don't know. It's like 1,000,000 liters, I guess. I don't know. But so you would need like 2 big 5-gallon buckets with the lids on it, preferably. And you would, pony those up in the truck and take them down to the any place that does oil recycling. My local oil change place that does car oil, they'll take it, even though if they didn't change your oil, like if you change it yourself, you can take it there and they'll take it. Because they heat their shop with oil. So I guess it's like free heat to them, and it's Minnesota, so the more free heat you can get, the better. But yeah, you just take it down there. Mark M says, I got the easy valve with the hose adapter. My next oil change will be done in my driveway. TA can suck it. Yeah. No, I gotta be honest with you. That's the money isn't the big thing with the oil changes. For me, it's the knowing who did it and how it was done right. I watch them when they change my oil. That guy was changing my oil at Love's the other day, and he kind of acted like he didn't know what he was doing. So I was keeping a real close eye on him, and I said, all right, he was kind of getting with it. He was doing his little thing there, and I was like, all right, I gotta go take a leak. I'll come back and I'll see what he's doing, because he had already done the oil change. He was going to do the fuel filter, and I checked the levels and I cranked the truck, which that kind of threw me, because I'm like, he doesn't know what he's doing, because he should do the fuel filter and everything, But anyway, I went and took a leak, and as I was coming out of the bathroom, he was down there revving my truck up like whom, whum, and I walked in there, I walked in the door, like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, I don't sit there and rev my truck to 1,000 RPMs when it's just sitting there idling. And he says, oh, it keeps losing prime. And I said, well, that truck's never had a problem losing prime. I said, did you put the right filter in it? And he goes, yeah, it's the right filter. I said, did the O-ring seat? Oh, he didn't check to see if the O-ring had set, and that's what it was doing. It was sucking air from under the filter. I said, there we go. Let's drain her down. Let's take the, on the Davco thing, take it all apart. Let's just start it fresh. I'm like sitting there revving the truck up because it's losing prime isn't going to do anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I walk away for 2 minutes, and he's down there revving it up like he's, I'm like, dude, that's my living right there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I could go buy another truck tomorrow, but at the same time, I don't want to. Like, I'd like to get a few more miles out of this one. So yeah, that's my thing, is knowing how they're working on it, and how they're working on it. DIY says, sorry you broke down, Swamp Girl. Yeah, we hate that, man. I never want to see a trucker on the side of the road. I mean, it's just, it's no good. It's no good. I will tell you this, check out the website ntts.com. Let me double check that, make sure I'm telling you right before I go promoting this a bunch, because I think it might be NTSS something else. NTTS. Yeah, if you Google NTTS breakdown, yeah, that's it. That's it. NTTSbreakdown.com. Right there. NTTSbreakdown.com. That is a breakdown directory. And let me tell you what that website will do for you. That finds you, you punch in the city where you're at, and it finds you all the people available to come help you. Tow trucks, roadside assistance, tire shops. It finds them all. They're all on there. And that has saved my hide a few times, that website. NTTS.com. Breakdown.com. NTT, the letter N is in Nancy, T is in Tom, T is in Tom, S is in Samuel. Breakdown.com. Very good website. Shows a lot, like local guys. It shows the local, it shows the big boys, it shows them all. Because honestly, I like to support local business when I can. You know, it's not that I want to support the local roadside service, but you know, I like to support a guy that, you know, is doing his own thing like that versus calling the TA or Loves, you know, because I feel like you get a better level of service when you call a guy like that, you know? Like, you get a guy that's running a business, you get a guy that's, you know, typically got more experience than some of these guys that come out with the Loves and the TA. But yeah, it's a good website. Check it out next time you need it. Check it out when you don't need it. You know, it's good to get familiar with it. DIY says, hi, Mark M. Yeah, what's up, Mark M? I ain't seen Mark M in a minute. Swamp Girl, yeah, let's start one. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'd invest in a tow company. A Rotator. Thank you, DIY. I could not think of that. I'd have been here this time tomorrow. Steady Trucking says Rotator. Yeah, you guys are on it. You guys are on it. Ace says, thanks, Mark. Yeah, everybody check everybody out. DIY's got a channel. Everybody check him out. He was on Asian Mai today. He's big time now. Definitely gonna see some growth on that channel because that was a good live. You know, like it's not as I'll give you this, DIY. It was very entertaining, but I tuned out to go watch you know, one of these female truckers in their tight pants. Sorry, you know, I'd just rather watch that. Oh man. Let's see. Alexandra says, I need a beer. Yeah, I do too. It's been a rough day. I don't know how many red lights I got caught by today, but it was way too many. Damn, look at that. What is that? 1, 2, 3 axles on the truck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 axles on the trailer. That's how you get it done right there. Yeah, see, Rotators, I need a beer. Yep. Armando, I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not saying that right, I apologize. Armando, cool name, Armando. If that's your real name, that's a cool name. I like that. Lone Star says tow truck with a rotator boom. Yeah. You got money right there when you got the rotator boom, because I took a turn too sharp one time and kind of dipped a fully loaded trailer off into a ditch, and I couldn't pull it up out of the ditch, and because it was like at a gravel lot, and the way the trailer went off in there, it kind of twisted my truck up, so I couldn't get good traction. And dude, they brought that thing out and they hooked a cable to the freaking DOT bumper, and they picked the trailer up, moved it over 2 foot and set it down, and charged $1,000 for that. I was like, money. Like, I mean, seriously, the drive out probably took him a half hour, maybe. He got there, literally, he set up some cones. You know, he did his little prep work. He set up his cones. He put his riggers out. Yeah. About 2 minutes later, that trailer was sitting on dry ground. And I was like, dang, I feel like an idiot. um, Nelson says, hey, Cash. What's up, Nelson? Trucker's assistant coach. I swear, that's a great name. He holds the coach's TV clipboard. I can't help you with all your problems. I mean, I don't do what I say, but you should. Yeah, I see a lot of that out here. Swamp Girl says, well, if I would have looked and seen the belt broke and everything, I would have called TA and they would have fixed it on the spot, but it's too cold to have someone come out here. Yeah, sometimes in winter, it's hard to get people to come out and do things. And sometimes you pay for roadside service and they can't fix it and you got to pay a call. Well, I had that happen with a hose one time on the old Freightliner. It was a busted hose, and I called roadside and said, hey, I got a busted hose. And the guy was like, hey, we got hoses. I'll be right out there. And I was like, all right, here we go. This is going to save me a tow bill. Yeah, he came out, and it was a Freightliner only hose. And Freightliner was closed, and Freightliner didn't open up till Monday morning, and this was like Saturday night. So I had to get towed off the side of the road to Freightliner, and then they fixed it Monday morning. And I paid like $300 for a roadside call. Yeah. Owner operating so much fun sometimes. Trucking assistant coach says that thumbnail looks just like me except the mouth part. All right. Swamp Girl says, thanks DIY. Should have heard the warning. The belt was screaming or pulling. Yeah, my water pump went out. I thought maybe it was a belt or a pulley because it was squeaking when I started the truck in the morning. Then I got out and seen a puddle of water, and I was like, yeah, there we go. But yeah, I'm glad you got off the side of the road and got going. See, DIY message retracted. Lone Star Transport says, I don't like process of elimination repairs. Yeah, those are expensive, man. Like, that's where you pay for experience, you know? Like, that's where you are like, yeah, I think I will pay for a little experience, you know? Like Hank Hill says, if you call a father and son operation, request the father. DIY says, Ace, recycle the oil. Yeah, that's all you got to do. Take it to a recycle center. They'll hook you up. Rick N says, just make sure you preach the earth is flat if you charge people for advice. Yes, the earth is flat, and I prove it every day because I drive. If the earth was round, I would fall off the edge at some point, right? Like, the earth doesn't revolve to have me on top. So obviously it's flat, or I would fall off the edge when I got on the side, right? Logic. That's why I'm the trucking guru. You're hell for real, Rick. Yeah, Rick's on a bullet train to hell with comments like that. Just kidding with you. Ace says, thanks, DIY. Trucker's assistant coach says, can't NTTS fix my APU? They could probably find a shop that would. I'm sure Thermo King or whatever brand it is on there. Captain Flatbed, what's up, brother? Captain Flatbed says, yeah. He must be excited. DIY Semi says, I should have worn my booty shorts. Yeah, I would recommend if you want to grow your YouTube channel, get you some booty shorts. Make simple videos like how to dolly down trailers, how to clean your windshield, just stuff like that. Just make sure the booty's in the shot. That's all you got to do. Make sure the booty's in the shot. See, I'm thinking about doing a reverse version and having it where it's like focused on my crotch a lot, like, for the, I guess not just for the ladies. I mean, you know what I mean? Like for anybody interested, right? Give them the old frog eye experience. Oh, let's see. Let's get out of the gutter here. Captain Flatbed says that's a high pay load, but ain't making much buying all those extra tires. Yeah, you'd have to charge on that one. I'm saying, like, I mean, let's do some quick math here. I love math. Let's see. What did he have? He had. Is this him coming back around? No, this is just a regular low boy here. He ain't got no. It's a pretty truck. Oh, that truck's pretty. Um, let's see. He had 3 axles on the truck, and if he left St. Louis doing 55 mile an hour, and he was not. So he had 3 axles on the truck. We're not going to count the steer axle at the moment. And 5 on the trailer. That's 8 axles times 4 tires per axle. That's 32 tires plus 2 steer tires. 34 tires on that rig. I'm just going to say the local Michelin dealer probably knows him on a first name basis. You know what I mean? Like they probably go out and play golf together. Smash that like. Smash that likey like. Yeah, I like that. The likey like. Yeah, 25 in the house, 25 likes. Let's hit that button. Rick Ian, you're lucky it was only 1,000. Yeah. Sometimes it's more. Sometimes, I mean, like, and I get it, you know what I mean? Like, I look at, like, what's his monthly payment on that freaking rotator? You know, what's his insurance bill? Like, 1,000 seems like a lot until you factor all that in. Then you're like, yeah, it's probably not that much money, honestly. Like, you know, that's probably like a normal day wage for him doing something like that. Mark M says, you're welcome, but thank you guys because I learned a lot. I always listen to the replays, these live shows. Yeah, it's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to do. Asian Mai wears shorty shorts. Oh, God, don't remind me. Don't remind me. I clicked on that video because I click on all his videos. I had no shame in clicking on that. He owes his old lady $100, though. I'll just say that. Trucker's assistant coach, Asian Mai is dead sexy. All right. You draw pictures of him on your clipboard there, Trucker's assistant coach. Captain Flatbed says just because Rand McNally Atlas is flat doesn't mean the earth isn't round. Oh, no. According to all the maps I've seen, they're flat. It's all flat. I mean, I don't even understand how you could argue it. Like, have you never looked out on the horizon? It's flat. Oh, man. I would love to, like, I don't know. I'm like, his assistant coach, he forgot to say women. Drooled on the like button. There we go. Iceman says, sitting in Max Meadows at the Loves, chilling. All right, there you go. At the Loves. For some reason, I wanted to say the Lows. At the Lows. Chilling at the Loves. Yeah, I'm at the Loves right now. I ran in, got me a quick shower before this place got packed in. Got me a quick shower, shaved off my guru beard. For y'all who don't know, that's me in the thumbnail back in my guru days. Because now I'm the trucking guru. Trucking guru. Yeah, I'm going to self-proclaim that one. Captain Flatbed says no love for Loves. Oh, no, what happened, Captain Flatbed? What happened? I've been getting more of my fuel at the local places here lately with the MUDFLAP out. But I still like the Loves as far as the showers and stuff. They are the facility. Rick Ian, let's see. Rick Ian says, oh, excuse me, it jumped on me. Kevin Levitt said, no love for Loves. Iceman says, LOL. Yeah, I don't know why my dyslexia or something was kicking in on that. I swear, I read that like 3 times going like, he's sitting at Lowe's? Which, I mean, I guess you could be. Lowe's has, you know, truck parking. They got distribution centers and whatnot. Rick Ian says he called up Mark the time of the day. Yeah, I like to keep a steady flow of chat going. Crotch Shorts, I thought the goal was to increase subscribers. Oh, yeah. Now I want to bring in a whole new crowd of people with that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I had me a whole. You talking about groupies? You know what I'm saying? I have groupies. Not that I want groupies, but I'm saying I'll have them. You know. Trucker's assistant coach. His MUDFLAP is for OG truckers like myself. Yeah. Sign up with my promo code down there in the description, and get yourself $10 in free fuel. I got $10 in free fuel today because I bought 500 gallons from MUDFLAP last month. They do that. So, Captain Flatbed says, Loves are usually cleaner, but they're the most expensive stop on the road. I'm just never been a fan of the Love scam. Yeah, I will say that, boy. These truck stops, Love's included, man, they're getting unreal with prices. Like, where do you get off? You know what I mean? Like, I was in one the other day, a 20-ounce bottle of soda was $2.69. And I was like, no. I'll go drink water before I pay $2.69 for a Diet Pepsi. It ain't happening. You got the wrong guy. Like, I am way too cheap for that. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not the best thing for you, but I keep a couple boxes of ramen back there just to keep these truck stops in line. I go in there and it's too expensive. I just say screw you. I go to the truck. I cook ramen. I got some hamburger meat in the fridge. You know, I'll fry up some hamburger patties. You know what I mean? Like I cook in the truck, man. These truck stops are unreal. Unreal with these prices. Let's see, where was I at? But yeah, they're all getting crazy, man. Like it's uncalled for, honestly. Captain Flatbed says Unicorn Fan Club. Yeah, I might give me some of those. Rick N says for that crowd you need leather and a 50 style black leather biker hat. Yeah, there we go. I'll get me a leather mask to wear. I swear every truck that comes through here is a low boy or an RGN or something of that nature. Must be in the oil field territory down here or something. Let's see. Iceman says, Captain Flatbed, I found TA is just as bad. Yeah, all these big truck stop chains, man, they either get you here or they get you over there. You know what I mean? Like, some of them will have cheaper potato chips. Some of them will have cheap, but then you go over, you know, it's like you're not getting out of the store without dropping $10. Hell, you go in there and buy a postage stamp and it's $12. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's unreal. It's unreal. Rick N says, go to Casey's. The Mountain Dew is on sale all the time. Yeah, they doing with your Casey's rewards right now. You can get them 2 for $3 on the 20 ounces, and you can do the mix and match over there, 2 for $3.50. I was in Casey's earlier today. That's where I got fuel. Was that new Casey's in McAllister, Texas? $1.86 a gallon on MUDFLAP. $1.86 on MUDFLAP. Just saying. That Casey's is a little hard to get in and out of. It's only got 2 pumps, but when I was there was a dart driver in blocking one of the pumps, and then there was a guy getting fuel when I pulled in, and the dart guy moved out of the way so I could get around. That was nice of him. Shout out to that dart guy. But I think he was like out of fuel, and he was trying to wait for, like, you know, Dart to approve him to get fuel at Casey's or something, maybe. Because he pulled out of the way, and then after I got fuel, he pulled in behind me to the fuel island. So I think maybe he was waiting on Dart to tell him, hey, get 12 gallons of fuel and then go over here to the pilot or something. But yeah, Casey's a good stop. Let's see. Trucker's assistant coach says, anyone interested in coaching calls, I mean, is cheaper because I'm only the assistant coach. Yeah, I'll take one of those. Why not? Captain Flatbed says, Iceman, yeah, they're all the same, charge double, and generally not very clean or polite. Yeah. That's one thing that kills me about, like, the Flying J. and the Pilot. I feel like they don't clean a lot. Like, that's my biggest beef with them. Not that the others are super clean. I mean, three bags. I don't know if y'all seen that last thumbnail to live number 97. 3 bags of crap in the Love's parking lot the other day. Like, and not like grocery bags, like trash bags full. And my thing is, if you're going to take a dump in a trash bag, why do you buy the white bags? Buy the black bags. Am I right? I mean, am I the only one that thinks about this? Like, why do you go in the store and get the white trash bag if you know you're going to take a dump in it? There goes monetization, but I don't care. Get my point across. Buy the freaking black bag, take your dump, throw it in a trash can if that's your thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess if you're ashamed to take a dump outside of the truck, you know what I mean? Like, oh, wait. I'm just going to say, somewhere on the New Jersey Turnpike, there is a pair of size 44 men's Dockers that are probably still there, because I doubt anybody would pick those up. But anyway, let's get out of the weeds. Captain Flatbed says, Iceman, yeah, none of them are polite anymore. And if they are, it's that fake polite, like, welcome to hell. You know, like, you ever walk in the door and they go, welcome to hell. That's what I hear anyway. Captain Flatbed says they will flat out tell you, we charge more because we can. Where else you gonna go, driver? Good luck. See you the next time. Yeah, come on back now. You hear? Yeah, I've been making me a list of Walmarts. You know, I like to have, because I change up my lanes occasionally. You know, like I was running to Pennsylvania last month. I'm going to Texas. You know, I kind of went down to Joplin the other day, and then this time I came on down to Texas. So, it's like I try to learn a few lanes and where some Walmarts are. You know, there's a Walmart there before you get to Joplin. It's on the west side of the freeway, and they have truck parking. So I'll probably stop in there on the way back up and grab me a few groceries. I got a few groceries back there, but it's getting about time. Let's see. Where am I at? Rick Ian says, I'm not sure if you've seen Dirty till you've gone to 49er in Sacramento. I'm not sure if you've seen Dirty till you've gone. Okay, till you've gone to the 49er in Sacramento. Yeah, I dodged that place. I dodged that one. Captain Flatbed says Papa squat beside the APU, quite comfortable and set up perfect for power squeeze. Set up perfect for a power squeeze. Yeah, I don't have an APU. I got plenty of room back there. Mine's like a handicap stall back there. Let's see. DIY says, I wish Quick Trip was nationwide. Yeah, Quick Trip. Yeah, I like Quick Trip with the K and Quick Trip with the Q. I like both of those Quick Trips. I do. Paul Harris in the house. What's up, Paul Harris? Says TMI, those Dockers. But I think we've all been there. Yeah. If you know, like, and I would have put them in a trash can if there would have been a trash can within 100 yards. But, you know, I'm out there in no man's land on the Jersey Turnpike, you know, like, yeah, not even a travel plaza nearby. You just, you know, if I'd had a shovel, I'd have dug a hole, but I don't have a shovel, so unfortunately, you know, I was that guy that day. Let's see. Rick Ian says he's talking about the Quick Trip with the Q is the most expensive station around me. Yeah, they can be. I mean, you got to know what you got to know like what you're going in there to get. But yeah, all of them are expensive. Captain Flatbed says the QTs aren't bad, but they're all pretty new still. Yeah, they're growing a little bit. They're growing. DIY says, how you doing, Paul Harris? Yeah, thanks for coming in, Paul. everybody go check out DIY. Let's see. Let's see. Gus says, Cash, have you ever heard of a trucking company? Trucking company Conwest out of Connecticut. No, I've never heard of that. Never heard of that, Gus. What kind of freight are they hauling out there? Lone Star Transport says, "Wow, 44 Ds." Yeah. I was heavy back then, man. That first year of trucking was not kind to me. I spent way too much money in that Flying J buffet, and I spent too much time laying in that bunk back there. You know, I was a bit heavier. Yeah. That first year of trucking, I learned a lot that first year of trucking. That the buffets are way too expensive, and you know, you can gain about a pound a day if you don't watch what you're doing out here. So yeah, them dockers was big boy dockers. Um, uh, I had to lap belly over them and everything. You know what I mean? Like I was super trucking all day. Uh, Dang buffets, yeah. Yeah, them god dang Flying J buffets, man. I used to go in there and, you know, just fried chicken and mashed potatoes and, you know, gravy on everything. Like, was not good. Was not good. I regret a lot of that. You know, and then of course you feel like crap because you just ate like 5 plates of food. So instead of getting out and walking or, you know, just nothing, hell, not even just like setting up, just go instantly lay down and go to sleep on it, you know, like drive 10 hours, get done, you know, go eat the buffet, have myself a box of Little Debbie's and pass out, you know, go into that food coma. Paul Harris says, when looking into companies, I've looked at the CSA record. Pretty much every company I've been looking at have fatalities in the past 24 months. Yeah, a lot of them do. You got to check out that saferwebsnapshot.gov. Check that out. Safer Web Snapshot. Pretty much you can put in any DOT number or name of a company, and you know, it kind of gives you the rundown, how many power units they have, how much you know, fatalities. Oh man, this day's catching up with me. That's what everybody wants to see. Fat guy sit around and yawn. You've tuned into the right program. Cat Flatbed says, I always eat too much trying to get my money's worth. Yeah, that's why I hate the damn buffets. They got me up here, man. The buffet gets me in the belly, but before I even walk in, they get me up here. You know what I mean? Because I'm cheap. I like to walk in and like to say, you know, if I spent $13 on this buffet, if I ate 13 plates of food, that's $1 a plate. That's an epic value. You know, when in reality, it's like they're still making money at $1 a plate with that food. Most of them, you know what I mean? I used to go into Ryan's buffet and kill them, though, man, because they had steak on the buffet. And it wasn't great steak, but, I mean, I would literally just eat nothing but steak. You know, maybe like a scoop of broccoli or something, but, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, gotta get your money's worth on the buffet. Gus says they're a company that use dry vans and a haul expensive machinery that would fit in a dry van. Very nice trucks. Figured someone would remember. Yeah, no, I'm not aware of those guys. I'll have to check them out. Let's see. Trucker's Assistant Coach TV says, do you ever have yo twinkle during a live stream? I hate that. Yeah. No, I mean, I could hit a Gatorade bottle from you know, 12 paces, so I got no worries. Paul Harris says, gives you a good insight in the vehicle maintenance with out of service. Yeah, and you know, One thing you got to keep in mind when you're judging a company on their out of service is a lot of that is the driver. You know, I seen a guy the other day, and I think I talked about this on a live show. Uh, you know, with a big mega carrier, and he's got both his mud flaps on his trailer are gone, like just gone. And you know good and well, if he would take that to the TA or the Loves, said mega carrier would pay to have those mud flaps put on like that. You know what I mean? Like they would. They hate stuff like that. It's a bad image. It's unnecessary CSA points. Any carrier, any carrier, if their driver said, "Hey, I'm missing mud flaps for whatever reason," take it and get it fixed. That's what they would say. Take it and get it fixed. But the driver, and the reason I say this is because when I was passing the driver, we were going by a TA with the shop. And I was thinking, I wonder why he didn't get off at that TA right there and get that fixed. You know? So a lot of times you got to keep in mind that CSA score out of service is a lot to do with the drivers, not the company. You know, because how many companies work for a big drop and hook mega carrier and have pulled up to get a trailer and have lights out, tires blown, you know, like USA Truck used to be the worst, man. Their terminal in West Memphis, Arkansas, every trailer there's got a flat on it. Because drivers don't care, they don't pre-trip, they just drag it in there, drop it for the next guy. And it's like they've got a shop right there. All you got to do is walk 100 yards into the shop and say, "Hey, I'm dropping this trailer on this row, and it's got a tire out in this position." And they got a little yard truck. They'll come out there and they'll get it and they'll drag it into the shop and they'll change the tire. It's that simple. But they won't do it. So a lot of that CSA out of service has a lot to do with drivers as well as the company. Let's see. Oh, but yeah, that safer web thing is a good insight. I give you that, Paul. Rick N says, "You sure it wasn't horse?" Wee, I love horse. I love horse. I've had horse before. It's not bad. DIY semi trucking and more, or at least I was told it was horse. Hell, it could have been anything. Of course, that could have been somebody pulling my leg. That could have been a cow. You know what I mean? Like, I think back on that, man. I got told a lot of shit as a kid that I'm probably got lied to. DIY Semi says, "I doubt they will ever bring back the buffet." Yeah, good riddance. Good riddance. I don't have the moral fortitude to be dealing with buffets. Now, for the guy that enjoys the buffet, I'm sorry. You know, I'm not like the reason they got rid of it. I'm just saying, I don't care if they bring it back or not. Rick N, have some horse. Yeah, I've heard horse is like a French delicacy. So, you know what I mean? Like, I was told it was like horse, but now that I think back on it, it probably wasn't horse. That was so long ago. Way to jog a memory there, Rick. Captain Flatbed says drivers scared they're gonna get docked for crap they tear up. Yeah. I mean, like, it's horrible, man. They just bring it and leave it. Like, I almost don't like dropping hooks for that reason. Like, that reason right there. I'm not a fan of. Like, I like dropping hooks when they go well, but when they don't, it's like it takes just as much time as a live load. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like the trailer I got behind me now. I've had this trailer behind me for, I don't know, 3-4 months now. It's had to been a hot minute. I'm trying to think if this is the trailer I took to California. I don't think it is. But yeah, it's probably been back there a couple months. Yeah, I know its issues. I know what's going on with it. DIY says he probably didn't even know mud flaps were gone. Yeah, I probably didn't even walk around the thing. It's true. Paul Harris says, "I've always stopped when on my 10 for all repairs when I had issues." Yeah, just you know, make sure the DOT don't find out about those things. Um, DIY says never looked. Yeah, some people don't. Captain Flatbed says DIY probably right. Half the drivers I see don't even walk around the truck before hitting the road. Yeah, yeah. It's like one of those things. I don't do. I mean, I'll admit I don't do. Like I don't get under my trailer and check the thickness of the brake pads every day. I don't. You know what I mean? There's things I don't check every day, but you should at least light the fires and kick the tires. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut the flashers and the lights on, and walk around, and put an eye on like the common stuff. Like in the winter time, a lot of times in Minnesota in the winter, you'll see guys you can't even see their tail lights because there'll be snow, like where snow is blown in on the little squares, where the lights are, and they'll be covered. And I'm like, well, that guy didn't do a pre-trip, because if he'd have walked around that trailer, he'd have seen that snow covering that light, and hopefully get a stick or something and clean it out, because most guys don't even have gloves these days. I seen a guy in Minnesota yesterday, day before yesterday. What is today? Tuesday. Yesterday morning, I seen a guy in Minnesota. Freaking like 19 degrees outside. He's walking around in flip-flops and shorts. And he was at a truck stop, and he came up and he asked me, he says, "Do you have any socks?" I said, "What?" He said, "I went in there to buy socks and they don't have any socks." And I was like, "You came to Minnesota without socks? Are you shitting me?" Like, I mean, you see it every day. Like the craziest shit you can think of, I see it every day. But yeah, I gave him a pair of socks, and he wore them with his flip flops, because I bet he didn't even have shoes with him. Minnesota in like the end of November, December, in a pair of basketball shorts, a t-shirt, and a pair of flip flops. And I'm just like, buy yourself, prepare for life, like buy yourself something. Like, I bought a new pair of gloves yesterday. Well, not yesterday, last week. Where are they? Where are my new gloves? Oh, here they are. I lost my real good gloves. I left them when my water pump went out. I was putting antifreeze in the truck, and I left them under the hood. And I guess the wind got them, and I guess they're, on the side of the freeway somewhere now. Good pair of gloves, man. When I find me another pair, I'm going to buy them. They were leather, like a real thick leather, and they were insulated. They had 3M insulation in them. God, they were so warm, and they fit really tight, But I bought a pair of these at Love's. These are Wild Gear or something like that. They got like the orange stitching in them. I don't know if you can see them or not. They're okay. I'll give them an okay. They're like this. They got orange stitching. But I like it because they're long. They got this long cuff on them. You need something. And I was outside this morning for about a half hour, and my hands stayed pretty warm, and it was 16 degrees in Iowa this morning. So I give those gloves like a B, maybe a B plus. Now I've got a pair of hunting gloves back there that you could be outside in negative 20 degrees and you're warm. Like they're like fleece lined, and like they're like super thick. But you need a pair of those in case things get bad. But just a pair like that for like doing your outside stuff. Buy a pair like of those like every winter. I think those was like $20. Let me tell you, that's the best $20 you spend when you need it and you're out there in the cold. You'd be like, what, $20? Let's see. Rick N, yeah, barfing on some horse meat. Yeah, I think I got lied to. I'm funny you say that, though. It got me thinking about that. Sergeant Ringo says, "What's good, y'all? Not much. We're about to wrap it up, Sergeant Ringo. Thanks for coming in. But, guys, I got to be up at about, 2 in the morning. So I'm finna wrap this one up real quick." Trucker Assistant Coach says, "I just wear sneakers, sweatpants, sweatshirt, and whistle." Oh, man. Bravo, sir. Bravo. He's the assistant coach, guys. Just in case you didn't know, he's the assistant coach. Paul Harris says, I don't get that. Even if he was a Floridian, he wanted warm clothes this time of year. It's 46 degrees in Orlando tonight. Man, people like that, like, I'm like, they're missing it. It's up here. It's gone. It's not there. It never was there. They come from a weak gene pool or something. Like, like I guarantee you, if I was in Minnesota and it was 16 degrees out and all I had was shorts and t-shirts, I'd find me a Walmart. I'd find me a clothing store of some sort to get a pair of pants and some warm socks and a pair of shoes and a sweatshirt or a jacket. You know what I mean? Like just blows my mind. Just blows my mind, Like, I had a guy in South Carolina one time ask me for a t-shirt. Like, just come up to me like, hey man, can I have a t-shirt? I'm like, fuck you. What? Like a t-shirt? Like, sure, let me get you a t-shirt, because apparently I'm raising you bastards these days. Like, I guess that's why they call me the guru, right? I see drivers fuel with no gloves and climb in a truck. Yeah, man, they'll regret that. You get that on everything, man. The other day when the guy did my oil change, he got in my truck. Number one, I don't know why. Oh yeah, when he got in here to rev it up, because it kept losing prime. A mechanic should never be in the truck for an oil change. You can crank my key from it's right here by the door. All you need to do is turn my key over, let it set 15 seconds, and turn her over. She should fire right up. And he got up in here with his boots with diesel all over them. Oh my God, dude! I was so damn mad. I told him about it. I said, I'm gonna need a rag. One of those red shop rags. And he didn't know what I was getting at. I said, no, you got diesel all in my truck. I said, this is my house. I wouldn't come into your house with diesel on my boots. I'd find, me personally, I was raised better than that. You know what I mean? Like, walk in my mama's house with diesel on your boots. Yeah, you'd be mopping floors, I guarantee you. So, I had to get a rag. I mean, I cleaned it myself. I sprayed it down with Lysol real good and wiped it all down, gave him his rag back. But, yeah, I don't like diesel in my truck. I got a little bit of diesel on my fueling gloves, I keep a pair of these rubber palm gloves, like this, just for fueling. And if I get diesel on those, like if I can smell the diesel on them, I just throw them away. Those things are like $2 a pair. And I've got rubber gloves over here too. Always keep you some rubber gloves in the truck, like if I get out and that diesel pump looks absolutely gross, covered in diesel, I put these on. Trucking ain't that complicated. There's a few little things you can do to make it a lot more convenient. Like, maybe have socks, like Lone Star says, get you some gloves for when you fuel. Sergeant Ringo, you usually get what you pay for, so it's worth the money. Yeah, sometimes it works out like that. Let's wrap it up. Hit the showers. Oh, I love this persona. Whoever you are, congratulations. You are making my day. Paul Harris says, I would always buy my winter clothes up north. Yeah, they're cheaper. They're more abundant. No doubt. Captain Flatbed says, safe travels. God bless. Daisy Duke and these doubles. Yeah, no doubt. Gus says, not their image on the line. Yeah, exactly. Rick N. Dumb people make me feel good about myself. Hey, there you go. That's one bright side. Rick has found the bright side of dumb people right there. Rock. Can't play by Rock. Laughing my ass off. Exactly. Yeah. Sergeant Ringo, I keep my fueling gloves in the toolbox. Yeah. I keep these in the door pocket, but if they start to smell, like if they actually get diesel on them, they will get thrown away. Because I don't tolerate the diesel smell in the truck. Rick Ian says, are the rubber gloves to save on the lizards? Rinse and repeat. Yeah, no doubt. You don't touch a lizard. Um, keep the smell out of the cab. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Lone Star Transport, you know what I haul, but you'd never know it from inside my truck. Yeah, there's no like you can separate. Like um, some of these guys though, man, it's rough. Ace says, I bet that technician who changed your oil was in his 20s. Yeah, I don't think he had changed many oils because, like, I had to explain to him, like that O-ring in there. Like, I didn't watch him put that in, but you know how that O-ring can fall off of there. I figured that's what it was. Like, either it was the wrong filter or it was sucking air somewhere because this truck. Yeah, I mean, hell, I drove it in there. It was holding prime before I drove it in there. It was obviously something he had done. So yeah, Sergeant Ringo says, catch y'all on the flip side. Yeah, guys, I'm out of here. Salute to Sergeant Ringo. Appreciate you coming in. Lone Star Transport. Thank you, sir. Ace with the super chat. Thank you, sir. Rick N was in the house. Captain Flatbed in the house. The trucker's assistant coach. Thanks for coming in with that. Made my day. Let's see. DIY. Everybody go check out DIY. His channel's going to blow up. He was on the Asian My Show today. My man Paul Harris. Gus was in the house. I'm going to need some water. I'm dry. I was trying to see who the other super chat was. Ace and I don't know if I can go back that far. Swamp Girl was in here. Thank you for coming in, Swamp Girl. Alexandra was in here. DIY, Mark M, thank you. Wild Bill. Man, I forget who all come in here because it was, Freight Trucking. Thank you, sir. That was the other super chat. I appreciate that, you guys. I really do. Scottish Truck Tommy was in the house. Thank you, sir, for coming in. And take care of each other, guys. Later.